I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that. This here is from the Mail Online. It's about Cara Delevinge and how she was seen at the airport. Well, let's just say in an odd state of mind, but I'll let you be the judge on that because we got a ton of pictures here to take a look at. First off, the article starts exclusive, too high to fly. Alright, kinda funny. Strung out supermodel Cara Delevinge sparks new health fears as she arrives at airport in her dirty socks with pet dog for flight on Jay-Z's private jet, which doesn't take off following her erratic behavior. Now, I guess her socks were clean at one point, but obviously, if she was walking around with them in the street and on the sidewalk, they did get dirty. So, okay, I guess they got that right. One-time it girl Cara Delevinge sparked new fears for her health as she appeared disheveled when she arrived at Van Nuys Airport in Los Angeles on Monday. And as you can see, they took a lot of pictures here. She's on her phone, smoking a cigarette, walking her dog, which is normal in itself. But when you see some expressions and the condition she's in, well, you might think twice about what exactly was she doing that day. These new photos come a week after Delevinge 30 was pictured with sunken eyes and dark rings around her eyes while sucking on a smoking pipe of some kind while sitting alone in a car. And if you look at this picture here, I mean, her hair kind of looks wet or something. She looks like she's making some odd motions with her mouth. And they say, according to Daily Mail sources, the cover girl appeared unable to control her body movements at certain points as she was seen on the phone, bending over, dropping her phone, and walking around looking very jittery and as if she was unable to stop moving. Delevinge arrived at the airport alongside her assistant around noon local time. She was wearing a Britney Spears t-shirt, black joggers with green, yellow, and red stripes, yellow socks, and no shoes. The only Murders in the Building star dangled her feet out the vehicle prior to her arrival at the airport. The source says that Delevinge was 2 hours late for the flight. Her assistant clutched Delevinge's dog in straw hat and carried the words "hungover" in bright pink across it as the two walked towards Jay-Z's Puma private jet. I mean, hey, look, people get hangovers, people don't always look great, that's fine. We see here an example. Alright, I'm sure you've seen friends that don't look so great, they're hungover, but putting your feet out of a car window is a little strange. I can't say I've actually ever done that. Here we see it. I don't know. Have you done that? Maybe if the car's parked? If it's moving slow? I don't know. Just can't quite see that as normal. That's just my silly little opinion, though. Who knows? Feet out the window. I guess there's no real right and wrong answer on this one. And here she does look like she's not in the best shape. She could be nauseous, could be just a hangover. I get that, but it's pretty extreme. But then here she looks like she's mad or something. So, like they were saying before, rightfully, seems erratic. Delevinge's bags were loaded onto the plane as she boarded with her dog. Two men wearing striped shirts were also on board and left at the same time as the Suicide Squad star. Our source says that Delevinge was on the plane for around 45 minutes before she disembarked. It's not clear if the London native was asked to leave the plane or not. Back on the tarmac, Delevinge was seen on the phone while smoking, appearing jittery for the entire time. A member of the model's party spoke with staff at the airport. Eventually, Delevinge's bags were removed from the plane and put back in the SUV that she arrived in. She then left the airport in a similar manner to how she arrived. She didn't actually fly, I guess. We shall see. Let's keep reading. Recently, Delevinge was known to spend some time at the Burning Man festival. Sources told DailyMail.com at that time she didn't eat or shower while at the event. Okay, well, that's kind of very old school hippie-like. Nothing completely strange because when you're at these like outdoor events, there's not always a shower room available and stuff, but alright. The source said she had spent days in the desert not eating all that much and she looked disheveled because she hadn't had time to scrub it up yet. He went on, her friends are worried about her generally and some erratic behavior, but she has a good group around her. Her sister was at the festival with her, she wasn't alone, and she has her back, which we know about sisters, of course. Yep, we got that. The source continued, Burning Man isn't lined with burger vans like other festivals. You chuck everything you need in an RV, and that's what you have to live on while you're there. Everything works on a swapping system. I get that. That's cool. Like I said, there's not always a shower available. I'm not gonna go crazy on that, like she's all this dirty and everything. All right, I get it. It's an outdoor adventure type thing. I've seen pictures online, lots of kind of strange naked people and stuff. Not really my type of festival, but I guess it looked kind of interesting. And they go on to say, just before these photos came out, she turned 30, and maybe that's why she was partying heavily. And alright, I'll accept that as a good theory. I mean, 30 is a big one, 20, 30, 40, really big ones. They also claim she thinks the pictures are funny and that she's absolutely fine. I don't know, some are funny, but some really do look a little bit like, yeah, she might have some kind of malnutrition issue or something like that. Like here, she looks like something's urgent and she's really worried about something. I know, it could be anything, but one minute she's sitting there just cool. Next minute she's like running and dropping things. Next minute something's urgent. So I think it was really the disjointed nature of her actions that made this report come to fruition. Appearing on Jimmy Fallon's chat show in July to plug her role in the Hulu hit Only Murders in the Building, she tried to do a magic trick and was visibly trembling as she held up a playing card. And then they mentioned the time on Ryan and Kelly, which was about a month ago, where she was fidgeting and stuff like that. Now, people told me she's got some kind of muscle disorder, but it could be both. It could be, yes, maybe she has some kind of muscle disorder, she fidgets, but also maybe there's something going on there, things she does, substance abuse, you know what I mean? You know somebody who got blamed for years about substance abuse, so if that's the case, well, I guess gonna have to play a fair ball game and analyze everybody on it. But it's really the socks out the window that gets me and makes me think, all right, this is a little bit strange. Anyway, let me know what you think. Is this normal? Am I the strange one because I don't put my feet out the window in a moving car? Who knows? I could be wrong. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. If you don't consider it, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time. This here is from the Daily Mail. It's about Cara Delevinge, who was also Amber Heard's pretty close friend at one time, and also someone who also take two.